Hello, my friends. I am Mark.
And I am John, and we welcome you to another Rock My Bean. Thank you for joining us. Today is Mark's pick. We talk about all things drums and percussion here, and this is Mark's pick day. So, Mark, tell us who we're going to talk about.
Today we are going to talk about the drummer from the band Ramstein, and his name is Christophe Schneider.
Christophe Schneider. Sounds good. Well, tell us a little about Christophe Schneider.
Christopher Schneider was born on the 11th of May 1966. Is a German musician best known as the drummer of the New Deutsche Härte band Ramstein, and he is 56 years old.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's very impressive.
Yes, he is. Now, do you like Ramstein?
Of course, music? I really like Ramstein, but you have to have a mood to listen to this kind of music.
Oh, that's true.
Just like disco.
That's true. It's like all things you need to have at the right time to listen to that kind of music. So,
yeah.
But I do like Ramstein when I've heard it. And like Mark says, if I'm in the right mood, it's a good music to listen to.
Yeah.
But they do put on a really good stage show from what I've seen.
Yes. As a matter of fact, Ramstein is a very aggressive music. It's very...
It's actually classified as industrial metal.
It's disco metal.
Well, no, it's industrial. It's called industrial metal. But it does have that steady beat that is used in disco at about the same speed, so I can see where that would be considered disco.
Yeah.
But I bet you don't play Ramstein in disco. But anyway, we're going to watch a short video here by Vic Firth, a promotional video for Vic Firth, because it was hard to find a video of him doing a drum solo, that it wasn't some guy in the crowd in the back shaking his camera around.
Yeah.
And so it was hard. He had short videos like a minute or two long, and I wanted to find a view of him playing his drums during a concert, during a show, during a song. So I found this one from Vic Firth, and I hope this will work. So let's get to it here. Here we go. There we go.
He looks like Nickel McBrain a little bit.
Sort of.
I like to.
You see what he's got here in front of him? This thing right here, this right here is actually it's a pad with different sound effects on it.
Yes.
So we can hit this and get crashing sounds.
Yeah.
Like the electronic drums we have. We have an electronic drum set that we use with Mark.
Yeah.
Mark uses for our practices and stuff like that because we can control the volumes and we can get different sound effects. It looks like he's got one of those there too.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of double bass, but it fills like this.
Yeah. Lots of the industrial metal stuff is basically very easy.
It can be. I mean, people say it's simple, but you have to have to do it right. You've got to know how to do it right. You can't put in too many fills, too many flourishes. Otherwise, it just right. Exactly. You can do that once in a while, but you don't want to do it a lot. He's playing out. There you go.
Yeah.
He's got that voice, yeah.
That's German.
German.
Yeah. German is a very aggressive language.
It's perfect for what they're doing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't sound good in French. It's better in German. Wow, that was good.
That was amazing.
That was cool. That was very
Come
cool.
to weekfirst.com for you chance to win.
That was pretty cool. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. So there you go. That was Christophe Schneider, close up.
Yeah.
You can see the drums he's using. He's using a really fat, deep snare drum.
Yes.
And I bet he gets that fat bass drum and that fat snare drum sound from the heads he's using. I think he uses Remo-coated heads, so he gets that fatter sound. But I know he has double bass.
Yeah.
And I know he's got some very heavy cymbals. I mean, that are thicker than usual. He gets that bang, and it just sounds out, because it's metal, man. You gotta have loud,
it's kind
powerful,
of
fat sounds.
It's industrial metal.
Exactly.
But with the bonus, I want to tell that I really like that. I really like that band Ramstein, because it has lots of interesting melodies. For example, the song Radio. It's a very good. It's lots of bam, 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 bam. Lots of kind of like very special keyboard effects.
A lot of electronic stuff in there, keyboards, guitar.
Yes.
Yeah, it does have a lot of keyboards in it.
Usually European music is most of all very disco-y, is very popular.
It is more popular there than in the United States, that's true. But one thing about Ramstein is that they just took a genre of metal and they just simplified it, and they added a lot of electronic keyboards and sound effects with the heavy guitars.
Yeah.
The down-tuned D guitars and the big fat drums playing very strong backbeats. And that's what Ramstein does, and that's what they're best known for.
Yeah, but Till Lindemann, when he is in the, he's in the concert, he's doing,
exactly.
He's doing something like this, and their outfits are very.
Well, it's theater. It's really they're doing theater. They're looking at in fact, I heard Christophe Schneider say that their stage is like an opera. Mm-hmm. You go to the opera, if you've ever been to an opera, I've been to an opera. You don't go anymore. But the whole thing was a big stage with a lot of big fancy decorations, and it immersed you into this environment. Yeah. And then there's this full of sound coming off the stage. Mm-hmm. People singing really loud, and the orchestra playing music. And so he equates Ramstein shows with being like an opera. So they have all the special effects, the flames, a lot of things on the stage that remind you that they're an industrial metal band, and of course their costumes and everything.
Yes.
So it all fits into this sort of feeling you get when you go see their concert, that they're an industrial metal band. Yeah. And Christophe Schneider is a good drummer for that genre. He told a story that when he was in East Germany before the wall came down in 1991, and they didn't have a lot of good drums. She had a Czech drum, I guess, that Antari or something like that, Atara or something. I forget the exact name. And it was as good as you could get. But when the wall came down, suddenly all these drums became available to him to play. And he said, man, I was just trying all these new drums. And then we got into this band, Ramstein, and a guy said, I went to a music store in Germany, and I think it was in Berlin, and it was a drummer's workshop. And DW is a very popular drum manufacturer now, and so he got DW drums, and that's what he uses now for drumming, are DW drums. Yep. So that's kind of his story as a drummer. Anyway, like Christophe Schneider's drumming, we like his the music that he plays at times, and we love. I'd like to do a show where we show the drum layouts of really cool drummers, how they lay their drums out, how many drums they have, how many cymbals they have. It'd be really cool to see that sort of thing, how various drummers are laying out their drum set. Some guys, like Phil Collins, we did him. Yeah. He actually is left-handed, so his drums, his snare is here, and his floor toms are over here. It's just in reverse of what we do. So, anyway, well, that's all we have for this show, folks. And if you have any suggestions that you want to see us review, any drummers or anything about percussion, equipment, anything you can think of for drumming and percussion. It can be percussion from all around the world. It doesn't have to be, rock and roll necessarily. We'd be glad to review it and talk about it. And So if you like what we're doing here and you have any comments, please leave the comments behind. Click like, click thumbs up, and
subscribe down below.
And hit that
notification
bell. Well, thank you for joining us on Rock My Bean.
Thank you so much.
And we will see you again next time.